Well, I'm back out with my dad. It's Saturday the 21st of September and we've come to somewhere a bit different, very relatively close to where we live. We're in the Weardale, or we're in Weardale. It's only an hour from home, and when you go on YouTube there's hardly any wild camping videos in Weardale, but we did see one, and we've come to a place called Westgate and we've followed the Weardale Way. And we're going to have a little, it's quite a big mining area. Was it like lead, Dave?
Well, lead and iron ore.
Lead and iron ore. And we're going to, there's a place called
Westgate Open Cut.
Westgate Open Cut. So we'll have a little snoop around there. And then we're going to get onto the Middlehope Burn, a little stream, and find somewhere nice to camp and then have something nice to eat. Aye, so we've got a nice day. It's nice and still. Cloudy, but there's no forecast for rain, but I don't want to jinx it by talking about it. But anyway, we'll press on and we'll get to this area of scientific interest. Special scientific interest. So that's what's it? Westgate Cutting, and it's a what is it? SS scientific
special
scientific interest, and it's because of that ridge of rock in the centre.
That was formed 290 million years ago.
There you go. So it might be a nice place to camp down there, but I don't think you're meant to, with it being of scientific interest. I'd imagine there's some sort of law against that. Well, you shouldn't be camping anywhere really, but well, we've only walked 2 miles, but Dave's insisting on a break in one of my mum's famous cheese scones.
Baked this morning.
Laden with butter inside as well.
Especially for us.
Well, cheers Liz, that's lovely.
Up to our usual standard.
So we've just descended down to Middlehope Burn, and there's a lot of paraphernalia here, obviously to do with mining, I'd imagine, but yeah, very interesting place. Right, well, we've reached the point we intended to by the Middlehope Burn. Just down there, nice little flat shelf. Dave's got his X-Mid out, he's about to pitch, so I'm going to pitch mine. Right, there's some scramblers buzzing around.
I think before,
like quads. Quads. But you know when you think, oh, is it the farmer coming to chase us? But no, I think it's just some people enjoying quad bikes. Right, anyway, let's pitch this tent. Right, as you can see, I'm pitched. I brought the Duomid and I've gone for the A-frame because I've changed my trekking poles to black diamond, and the tips on black diamond fit the pole extenders flush, unlike the Lecky poles I had where there was always a bit of play on them, so I never quite trusted them. But this is much better and it just gives loads of room. I think this might be my, well, configuration for the winter, apart from if I know there's bad weather, then I'll do single pole. But yeah, still in me pretty much my summer gear. It's warm tonight, so I haven't even brought any insulated jacket. I've just got me Senchi and I'll put my rain mat over it if it does get cold. Right, my dad's in his X-Mid. All set up, Dave?
Yep. I'm just going to put the kettle on.
Putting the kettle on. And then we'll get the stove lit, I think. Trangia. Right, so we've set up a little makeshift kitchen amongst some rocks. And I'm going to do another Trangia, and I'm going to do, well, this is from my mum's idea really. This is Liz's idea, and we're going to do beef stroganoff with rice. And it's a Rick Stein recipe. So I'm going to basically saute one white onion and then add in some button mushrooms and then some paprika and some black pepper and cook them right down, then set them to one side. Then I'm going to turn the pan up and sear some strips of, is it rump steak?
No. Oh yes it is, sorry, yes it is.
Some strips of rump steak, and then once they're just seared I'm going to add the onions back in, then some sour cream, some lemon juice, and finally finish it with parsley, and well, I'll add some salt in at some point along the way, and then serve it with some rice. So I'm going to get the onions chopped, and then when I start cooking I'll bring you back and show you. Right, so put some onions and some hot olive oil. I'll slice the other half of the onion now. I can't remember if it's meant to be sliced or diced, but I've diced it. I'm sure that'll not make any difference to the taste.
There was a great debate on the last Trangia meal whether there should be onions or not onions, but that was chili con carne, wasn't it?
Aye, they definitely need onions.
Stroganoff definitely needs onions.
Right, now I'm going to, while that's sauteing, I'll slice some button mushrooms and then add them in next. Right, so those onions are softening nicely, so I'm going to throw these sliced mushrooms in now, because they'll go to nothing. And once the mushrooms have like wilted down, then we'll put the paprika in. Right, so now I'm going to put the paprika in, and I've got like basically just like a teaspoon of paprika. Not the spicy one, this is the sweet one. Comes in the tins. Right, so I've took off the mushrooms and the onions and I've just covered them, and now we're going to seal the meat. So it's just sliced rump steak, and I've got the pan nice and hot, so I'm going to lob it in. I don't want to overcook this, right, but it's difficult to control the heat on a Trangia, so So we'll just try and sear it, and I'm just going to put some salt on it as well.
That was a canny drop of salt.
Yeah, you need salt. There's nothing wrong with a bit of salt. Right, so we'll give that a blast, and then we'll put the onions and the mushrooms back in with it, and then we'll add some sour cream. Right, that meat's nice and sealed, so I'm going to put the onions and the mushrooms back in. Lovely. And then we'll put some sour cream in, and then it'll start looking a bit like stroganoff. Yeah, that looks good, that's just the right amount of liquid. So we'll just let that come to the simmer, and hopefully the rice won't be too far behind it. Right, so the rice is done, and so is the stroganoff. So we're just divvying up now, and once I've done that, we'll do a taste test with Davey boy. Right, Dave. So here we are.
Here we go.
Rick Stein's stroganoff in Weardale. Well, what do you think of that?
Lovely that, the sauce is beautiful.
My mum makes this quite a bit, so I suppose you've got a bit of a reference point. So how does that compare with Liz's?
It's as good.
As good. Not better though.
Oh no.
No? Right, well we'll enjoy this. And then I'll see you when I'm going to bed. Well, I may as well try it as well, eh? Oh yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
It's lovely, yeah.
Very, very nice. Right, well we'll enjoy this. Right, well we've eaten and washed up, and we've had to retire to the tents because there was the odd, well, a few more than the odd midgie starting to make trouble. I'm beginning to regret the idea of not bringing an inner. So it's like it's the 21st of September, and I think I was a bit naive thinking we were into winter, but we're not. It's really warm and there's no breeze, and we're next to a stream, so I was asking for trouble. So I've got a canny few midges congregating around me the light in the top of the tent. You probably can't see because it's too bright. Anyway, as long as they don't cause me any trouble, I'll not cause them any trouble. But anyway, yeah, in the tent for the night, I'll listen to whatever podcasts I've recorded because I've got no reception, and I'll see you in the morning. So, night night. Well, morning. Well, that was definitely not a very good night's sleep. I think I slept until about 2 in the morning. Then I woke up and then I was just tossing and turning. And then I think I dropped off to sleep once it was about time to get up as normal. Anyway, I'll get the kettle on. It's a bit misty. The inside of the tent there's no condensation, but the outside's wet, which is unusual. But it's just, I don't think it's rained, I think it's just wet off it being misty. Anyway, like I said, I think I'll boil this kettle, make myself a drink, and then we'll get packed up. Right, that's it, we're all packed up, as you've just seen. And we'll head back probably a slightly different way along this burn here, the Middle Hope burn, back to Westgate where we've parked the car. Anyway, I enjoyed that camp. I think we were quite lucky because there was a lot of midges, but they didn't actually nibble that much.
No,
I think my dad's got one bite.
I think I have, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. My face isn't swollen anyway. But yes, nice camp. We've left no trace as usual. I hope you enjoyed watching that. If you did, leave a comment. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one.
See ya!